Our next guest is one of the best, Duffie Alexander with London Properties. Did I get all that right?
You got that all right,
Duffie Alexander, Mike. London Properties. Where's your office?
We are at Sierra and Maroa.
That's the big one, huh? The mothership, so to speak.
That's the mothership. That's the Fresno office. We have 7 or 8 offices throughout the San Joaquin Valley, but I work out of the main Fresno office.
And you've been doing it for a little while?
A little over 15 years now.
Wow. A lot of real estate people, I've been in it 3 months. I've been in it 5 months. I'm doing really well. But you got to get the guy who's been in 15 years. It's a giant difference. So mistakes happen, huh?
They can happen.
Not with the experienced guys, but if agent makes a mistake, the owner, the seller, can be held accountable or liable.
Yes, that's why it's very important to have a realtor on your side, because of all the different forms and the legal matters that are involved in selling a house.
People used to be able to sell their house themselves, easy. But now the paperwork, and if you don't do it, you get in big trouble.
Big trouble. You're absolutely right, Mike.
Try to sell it yourself. You can be in big trouble. Call Duffie Alexander over at London Properties. Now, a lot of people are selling their homes now because the market's kind of flipped and they have a little equity. So it's a good time to start thinking about selling?
It really is. What I've done, Mike, is I've revamped my website because what I've noticed is that over 90%, the analytics brought this to my attention, over 90% of the people that go to a real estate site is to search for properties.
They want to buy a house.
They want to buy a house. So even if you're going to sell your house, you check the web to see what's available. Where are you going to move to?
They can do that on your site?
They can do that on my site.
So they want to see what their home's worth, maybe, or what they could buy next. They can start on your site. Now, this is, you say, people go to look for houses, so a lot of buyers. Who should be buying right now?
Right now, we're still at historic lows on interest rates. The difficult thing is we are still in what we call a seller's market. Actually, Mike, we're in what we call a dual market. Any of the homes that are priced under $350,000, we only have an inventory of about 1.5 months.
Wow.
But if it's over $600,000, we have an inventory of almost 9 months.
So you're going to buy a big house, you could wait and take your time and think it through, but if you need to buy a house, you better go look now because there's a shortage.
You're right. If it's under $350,000, there's not a lot of inventory out there. In fact, the average days on the market's only 26 days.
Wow. So houses are selling fast.
Houses are still moving.
So you can't go and just ponder it and ponder it. You better get your loan ready. You better get yourself ready, because if you come to the perfect house, you can't wait because there's people standing in line to buy them now.
They really are. Multiple offers. We're back in that scenario again. There's 2 things, Mike. We all like to think we're different, but when it comes to real estate, we're all the same. There's the 2 things that matter the most. Number 1 is always price. Number 2 is the cleanliness or the condition of the house. So those are the things that will really dictate who's going to get the multiple offers and who's.
Your house better be same house. One's messy in a wreck and it's not cleaned up and full of junk furniture. The other's really nice and pristine. That's going to get the offers. So.
It really is. We all want move-in ready. We talk about wanting a fixer-upper, but when you actually go in there and you see the work that's involved, you'll go with move-in ready every time.
Every time. You don't want to clean up someone else's mess. Now, so if somebody wants to look at houses and see what's out there, where should they start?
Well, the best suggestion I can give them, of course, is going to be to go to my website,
Your website,
which is very easy to remember. It's the numbers 559 and then ownhome.com.
Yeah, if you want to own a home, go to 559ownahome.com, and they can look up what your listings or all the listings.
That's a good question, Mike, because that's a big misconception a lot of people have. They think if they just go to my website, they can only see London Properties listings. We are part of the MLS. We cooperate with all the brokers. What's good about our website, as opposed to a Zillow or a Trulia, is our website is updated every single hour. It's updated. Whereas Zillow, I get calls all the time, people wanting to see a house that they think is a really good deal, but it was sold a year ago, and Zillow never took it off the market.
Yeah, Zillow. I get a lot of people that come to me and say, Zillow says this, Zillow says that. It's not true. So I don't want to impugn Zillow, but go to a professional's website. Duffie's there every day, all night, 24 hours a day doing real estate, and his site is going to be accurate. There's not going to be houses on there that are sold or in escrow or something like that.
No. In fact, our my mobile app, it's actually when you log in off of a mobile device, it will take you to my app. And if you're in front of a house and you put in the address, if it comes up, it's available.
It's available.
If
right.
it doesn't come up, it's already pending, it's already off
Well,
the market.
sometimes there's a sign out there, but it's in escrow. It's already been bought. Sometimes it even closed escrow, and the sign's still up for a few days. So you punch in your app, and if it doesn't come up, it's not available.
It's not available.
You take it to the bank.
Yes.
Now, do you know what percentage, just out of my own curiosity, some people look on their computer, which I do, but a lot of people are looking on their phone. Is it 50-50? Do you have any stats on that?
You know what? I don't have the exact stats, but I can tell you that the desktop that you and I both use, that's going by the wayside.
Yeah.
Because people nowadays, if they drive through a neighborhood, they've got their phone and they just type it up right there.
Yeah, instantly. So, of course, my phone's getting bigger and bigger. It's almost like a computer now. Look what you have here. This whole computer here.
Yeah.
Is this your cell phone, by the way?
Here's my cell phone here.
Same as mine. So, so you don't have to be at your house. You don't have to be at your computer to find houses through your website. You can be in the field and punch it up. Now, can they go in and, well, by the way, I think you have some examples. Maybe we should start there. I could ask you a million questions, but you have the answers right here. You have some slides, right?
Well, you know what? I've got a really neat little video
Okay.
that I just put together. When you see it, hopefully you'll see the humor to it. Let's go ahead and play that if we could.
So if you're ready to sell.
So very so. And Mike, the reason I put this little video together is because it's the end of the year, and a lot of folks are looking for one of their New Year's resolutions is to buy a home. And they're not really sure which direction to go in. So I talked about revamping my website, and if we can pull up the first slide there, we can start going over some of the really unique features that the website has to offer.
That's a nice site. That's beautiful, Duffie.
So on the first one, as you see, it's zoomed in there where it says "Find your new home now." I typed in Old Fig Garden.
Okay, picks an area. You could pick an area like Tower District or Clovis or
Any of those areas,
Okay.
or you can even, if you're driving in front of a house, you can even put in the address and
right
it'll
in
come
that
up there.
same line there. Okay.
Now, a lot of times people have been looking for a while and they want to get the edge. If you look down right underneath Spotlight, you'll see new listings.
Okay.
Those new listings right there, anything in the last 5 days
Okay.
will come up there.
Well, it's confusing because if you looked at 20, 30 houses, it's hard to keep track. So this will just show you the newest ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, everybody thinks differently. Let's go up to the top right corner where it says price search. Because some people, price is very important.
Yeah.
So there you have the list of the prices as to what would be best fit your needs. So you can search that way. That's one way. One of my favorite ways is right next to it where it says area search. We're going to spend a little time with that.
Okay. Now, on the price search, by the way,
Yes.
your lender said you could qualify for 200 to 250, and so you type it in your site. You don't have to spend time looking at things you're not going to get no matter what happens.
It narrows it down. Plus, once you get to that part, you can narrow it down even more. Say you want a 4-bedroom as opposed to a 3-bedroom. You can narrow it down even more so.
Now, areas, you have all the areas: Copper River, Harlan, Loma Vista, all the areas. Tower District, the important part of town.
I've tried to get the most popular searches. Even, you'll notice that there's some folks need RV parking, a guest house. Even if you want to go look at new homes, new home construction, that's on the area search as well. But you see it's highlighted down there towards the bottom at Northwest Fresno.
Yes.
Let's kind of walk through it like if you were going to actually do an area search. So we're going to click on Northwest Fresno.
Duffie, I want to live in Northwest Fresno. What do you have?
Okay,
Well, you
so-
just click on the site and it comes up.
So you click on that, and then what comes up next on the right, you see a list of the homes, and then on the left, there's the map.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
So now what we're going to do is let's just pick one. We go about halfway down. There's the one at 6883 West Stewart.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and zoom on that. So if you were to click on that, this is what comes up next. It's a feature sheet specifically for this property.
Let's get to the next slide here. He's looking for, there it is. Shows the map there.
So we have the map of the area.
And then I think we could go to the next slide that'll show the property. Yeah, we have, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so we've liked this one right here. So we click on this.
There we go.
And it gives you all this information, the price,
Wow.
the bedrooms, the baths, the square footage. But what I really like, Mike, if we can just zoom in on that little gray bar right there.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you like what you see, you can click on that. You can schedule an appointment, schedule a viewing. But earlier we were talking about if your lender says you can afford this price point.
Yeah.
Well, here you can click on, you've got a mortgage calculator. You can even get pre-approved for a loan off of this website. But the part that I think is one of the most beneficial for anybody is you look up 3 from the bottom, it says get crime data.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that, at the crime data for this house here. Now, take a look at this. Up at the top left corner, you'll see it says 0 incidents in this area for the last week. I don't know of another website, maybe there are.
Yeah.
I don't know of another website that has all of this information right at your fingertips. So what
Wow.
that does, it just really helps people be able to spend less time searching and more time out there actually looking for the home of their dreams.
There's neighborhoods out there that get a broken window a day. So it'd say in the last week there's been 7 broken windows or something. And this, you're looking at this area, it says 0 incidents in this area in the last week. You have to feel pretty good about that.
Mike, I got to tell you, I've pulled this up several times, and this is one of the rare times that it comes up looking like this because the society we live in today has crime.
Yep.
But you'll be able to pull up, and it gives a type of crime, whether it's something small, like maybe, like you said, a broken window, or something a lot more serious.
Well, a real estate professional should give you all the information on your home, and that's part of it. That's part of your decision, we hope.
Yeah.
Not just the price and the size of the house, how many bathrooms you have, and the school, but you'd like to know crime data too. So, and now you could do this on your phone. You're out driving around.
Yep.
Wow.
You can do it on your phone, your tablet, any mobile. In fact, I just ran something on Facebook last week, and I didn't have one desktop view. Facebook. So the portable, the
It's all
phones, the
mobile.
tablets, everything's all mobile now.
When we say mobile, you think the phone, but it's tablets, phones, everything out there. Now, by the way, what is your web address? Oh, we know it. We said it earlier. 559ownhome.com. Own your own home in the 559 area. 559ownhome.com.
And Mike, I made this easy for everybody because my phone number, the 559-696-4663, actually spells out the words own home.
559 own home. That's your phone number and that's your website.
That's
Wow.
my website as well. So I made it easy for anybody, especially guys, because our brains don't work as good as women's brains do.
I have just memorized your phone number and web address. I know them both now because
Yeah.
I know one. I know them both. Well, that sounds like you'd be the guy to help somebody find a house to buy, but I'd want a guy like you helping me sell my house.
Excellent point. If we could pull up the first slide on the house, like I said, over 90% go there to look to buy, but if you want to sell, you'll notice on the slide, the second one over, it says your home's value. So you can click on that. A window will open up. You can type in your address, and our algorithm is so precise that we even rate it by number of stars, telling you how confident we are of the comps that are in the area.
So your site will tell if they're not really sure about the price, and you could come in and take a closer look.
Yes, good point. And even if we say we've got a 5-star, we feel very strong that this is the price point. You still need a realtor to go in and look over the house because you don't know what updates have taken place.
That's right. And some of these other sites people go to don't really give you the most accurate.
No.
I don't want to say it like Zillow. I don't want to say Zillow or any site name, but go to 559 Own Home if you want an accurate estimate of the value of your home. And better yet, call Duffie Alexander. Will you go out to their house and check it out?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to go out there and help
He'll come
folks
to your
out.
house. He'll look at it because your house may have granite countertops and the next one has old-fashioned tile. But sometimes the websites give the same value, so you can kind of tweak it a little bit if you could go out there.
That's an excellent point, and especially, Mike, this time of year, it would be a good time to call me in to look it over because what I can do is I can look at the house from the buyer's perspective and kind of give you some suggestions. In fact, I even have a nice little brochure on tips on how to sell your house some things you can do. Everybody's got the little weird cousin. Well,
Yeah.
that's mine. So it gives you some really good ideas, again, that you can look at from.
That's all right. I'll just hold this up for a second. Look at that. There's a list of check boxes of things to get ready to sell your house. What are some important ones?
Well, like I said, I can't emphasize enough. Number one is price, but we would talk about that. But number two is cleanliness. Picking things up. If there's any small little repairs, even things such as a light bulb being out. Because when you walk in and you go into the dining room and there's a light bulb out, you think, okay, if they haven't kept up the light bulbs, what else have they not kept up on?
Sometimes it's even subconscious. You just get a negative feeling. And do some people think their house is perfect and beautiful? Most people think it's their castle, right?
Right.
And the realtor has to go in and say,
Mike, that's a great point. Now, here's a good point, too. Somebody that's been in their home for 10, 15, 20 years, their home is designed to their taste and their likes. So just cleaning it up is going to be huge. Somebody else coming in and say, oh, if they would have just upgraded to granite countertops, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Yeah. And I talked to them about that, and I said, well, what's your favorite color? And they said, well, brown. Well, what if they upgraded with black granite?
Right.
So, yeah. That's just a very good point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, anyway, I want to go over your whole contact information in a minute, but anything else I've left out? I keep asking a million questions. I never let you talk. Anything you want our viewers to know that we haven't covered?
No, actually, I think we've covered quite a bit. We did talk about the dual market that we're in. This is a good point right here. For year to date, the median price point of homes in Fresno and Clovis is $250,000. Now, for just the month of November, we were at $286,000.
So it's going up.
So the prices are still going up.
Shortage is causing prices to go up.
Exactly.
But remember, those houses a couple of years ago were $400,000, the same house.
Yes.
And the interest rate was high. But when I bought my house, interest rate was 9%. This is in the 80s, and it was great. We're happy. But now they're, 3, 4, 5%?
Yeah.
And they get houses less than they were selling for a couple of years ago. So there's still some time to get a really, really good deal on a house.
Excellent. Now, Mike, I'm not a lender, but I do work with a variety of lenders. So if somebody has a particular need, please give me a call or get on my Facebook, on my website. You can email me. If you have some credit issues, I deal with certain lenders that can take care of that. If you're looking for some grant money, there's certain lenders I know that will help you on that. And the thing, too, that the viewers should know is that the lending has kind of loosened up a little bit. It's not like it used to be. It'll never go back to that point. But there are a lot of really good programs out there now that just about anybody can get into that's creditworthy.
You get people into a house.
Yes.
If they call Duffie Alexander. Now tell us, do you have a phone number they can call?
Oh, the phone number is 559-696-4663.
And that goes off to your secretary or your assistant or something?
Right here.
It comes right to you.
Right to me. Mike, I have to tell you, I've been in the business for 15 years, but I am not one of those realtors that will tell you I did X number last year. I don't care about that. I only care about the person I'm sitting in front of, who I can take care of right now.
Now, your London properties over at, is it Maroa?
Sierra and Maroa.
Sierra and Maroa. And tell us your web address again.
Web address, it's 559ownhome.com.
559ownhome.com. Go there to look for a house. Go there to see the value of your house. Go there to get a lot of questions answered about neighborhoods, crime stats, et cetera, et cetera. Last word, Duffie?
The website, again, I've redesigned it to make it all-inclusive because when you buy a home, you're going to have to get insurance. There's a place you can go on there for the insurance. You're going to need to get a loan. You can certainly go there. Even if, Mike, say we were talking earlier about some people get transferred out of town. Mm-hmm. Well, I work with the world's largest relocation company. So if you're looking to relocate, whether it be around the block or around the world, I can help you.
You can help them sell their home and get a good, honest, dependable realtor on the other end.
On the other end, I've helped people all over the United States. I am local, but because I'm associated with the relocation company, I'm also global.
Global. Duffie Alexander, the global realtor. Duffie Alexander's at London Properties. You could just Google him, you'll find him, and find us a Facebook and web address and everything. But go to www.559ownhome.com. Type those same numbers and letters into your phone, and you'll get Duffie. I can't see the phone number. 559. What is it?
696-4663. But for those that are numerically challenged, just remember the 696 spells out the word own, and the 4663 spells out the word home.
559ownhome.com. We'll be back with more Central Valley Real Estate right after this.